Oga Kenny, welcome back, sir.
Sir, let's
All right.
go.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Yas Daily Show. Our mission, as always, to educate, motivate, and build one another through shared knowledge and success. Yes.
Sir.
So, before we jump into the business here, I'd like to remind everyone that we are having a giveaway. $500.
$500.
$500 worth of Cardano. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yep.
once we get to 5,000 subscribers, all you have to do to be entered, go ahead.
Free money, free money.
Free one. It's not free. You have to subscribe to be entered.
What, clicking?
You-
That's
you-
nothing?
Hey, man, dude, man. I guess you can look at it as free, okay? Because all you have to do is click subscribe. You know, it's gonna cost you your time, and it's gonna cost some movement of your fingers, right? Maybe some muscle movement there. Anyway, once we get to 5,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving two winners $250 each to make a total of $500 worth of Cardano.
Yeah. So, this is what's going on here as of today, as of this moment in the market. The dominance for Bitcoin is holding still. As you can see right now, it's about 44.9%, which has actually increased. Yeah, and then Ethereum is also increased by a few points of a percent. And the Ethereum gas fees, they've come down quite a lot from the 90 GUIs that we had before. But when we talk about the market caps here, we're looking at Bitcoin. I know we did some scribble analysis the last time, so it's actually following the current trend lines that we have it at. It's at 30. Let's just say 31,000.
Yeah.
Ethereum is at 1,800. And yeah, so they kind of still holding. Cardano is still number 5. It's $1.13. It was actually at $1.11 earlier today.
Right.
And I think I put in actually call order.
Yeah, you had a limit order
limit
somewhere
call for
there.
that.
Absolutely.
Yep. And Dogecoin is up to number 8, so that's good. Moved up from number 9 to number 8. And of course, Dogecoin, which is no, Shiba Inu, was at 32 the last time we spoke, and it's
Right.
currently at number 30. So, hey, I think everything is still kind of constant. I have to
Absolutely.
say though, some of these coins are just kind of beating the odds. Some of these altcoins. Look, at
Like the Leo token there.
Yeah,
Yeah, very interesting
And-
situation.
yeah, and Dash also went up like crazy.
Absolutely. And I think
Out of
the
nowhere.
the DeFi coins as well. Obviously taking a little bit of a trashing right now, but other than that, the
Yeah.
other altcoins,
Yeah,
yeah, that is an aggressive move from Dash there.
yeah.
Just saw that. Yeah, but the other altcoins are just all getting absolutely destroyed. So, well, more bad news then. Well, I guess we cannot really look at it as let me rephrase that. More opportunity. All right.
Yeah. Look at it that way.
Yeah, there we go. Dow falls 800 points. Oil drops as Delta variant sends investors into bonds. Tell us about this, sir.
Hey, Shay and I do a lot of reading when it comes to crypto and when it comes to trading
Daily
and
research.
investment in general.
Yeah.
And what we've learned is that this news is not new. We've known about this for about 2 months. They've just been posting it out there, in small little tidbits.
Of course.
And then all of a sudden, you wake up this morning over the weekend, it's major news. This is literally how the market works, and it's intended to shake retail investors out of the markets. So if you're an investor, if you're a trader, I know your calls might have been screwed up. This is actually the time that if you were following the Wyckoff,
The Wyckoff theory.
Theory, this
Right.
is now time that you now start actually buying. When the market is making noise about things are going up, that is when you sell. This is when you buy,
Absolutely.
according to expert knowledge. And I think we might expect a few more days, if not weeks, of this kind of noise about
Right.
the Delta variant of the COVID. But just wanted to put this out there. I'm not sure if it has a lot to do with crypto, but I think the next time we'll talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is affecting crypto either, but I think the effect of that Delta variant, or at least the news of it, is much more prominent here in the traditional stock markets, right? Because again, this is something that has been hanging around, like you said, for a while, and we knew about it, but it never affected the markets.
Yep.
However, it's very interesting how today it really affected the markets the most out of all the times that we've been hearing about it. Bitcoin drops as investors buy 22K and 20K puts. Obviously, as you know, we've been watching Bitcoin for a while, and the thing has been sliding, right? Dipping, dropping. What other words are there? To the downside. So, right now, as if you look at our technical analysis, which once we get to our scribble analysis, I'm very proud of that line which I put there. We'll tell you more about it once we get there. So things have been falling, and when you see people buying 22K and 20K put options, these are people who believe that Bitcoin will be falling further, right?
Yeah. I would like to add that institutional investors do not buy high. They know what their entry point or what the last support level is before anything crashes.
Of course.
And as you have been seeing us talk about this on this show, is that a lot more adoption is taking place and a lot more institutions are getting involved. So if they're going to be buying, they have a set price. So if they're going to be buying puts, institutional investors don't just outright buy stocks or crypto. They play calls, they play puts, because that allows them to get in at the position that they want to get into. So they're playing those puts so that they can get a really good position for the future growth of them of the specific asset. So it might not get all the way there, but they're going to try to keep it down as low as possible. And I think that's why the price is also coming down. Absolutely. Like I mentioned earlier. That's nothing. I don't think it has much to do with the Delta variant, or just the fact that more institutional investors are getting in, and they're going to push the price down for as low as possible without crashing the specific asset.
Absolutely. Now, before we move on here, I'm just going to play devil's advocate here for a little bit. As much as institutional investors are supposed to be the smarter ones, man, I just want to point out to the Robin Hood situation. Okay, as much as I would like to see Bitcoin keep dropping so I can get more, it would be nice to see all these people here. Well, nice for me, not for everyone, to see them get burned if Bitcoin should reverse where it is, because that would not look pretty for them.
It depends on the kind of puts, that they play, because they can still buy.
Well, I mean, they could. So if they're
going to be paying twice for whatever price they're trying to get it. Yeah.
Right. They'll just have to pay to get out of the situation. But hey, again, it's institutions, man, and everyone has it out for institutions, man. So do I. Ethereum co-founder liquidates holdings over personal safety concerns. Okay, Kenny, you sent this one. This one actually shocked me. What is this about?
So, as a co-founder of Ethereum, I'm literally asking questions. Is it really personal safety, or is it something else that is going on within that coin that we don't know about, that he knows about?
Right.
Because there's a lot of wealthy people out there that are challenged with being famous and being known. So using personal safety as a reason for selling his positions doesn't sit well with me. So I want to dig in more and kind of figure out what more is going on.
I agree with you. For someone who is a multi-millionaire, really a billionaire, to just decide to sell all of your Ethereum suddenly, with personal safety being your excuse, it's a bit sketchy to me. You could hire security. So whatever is happening here, I think we're going to hear about it again. Very interesting situation. J.R. Willett, this is one of the OGs in crypto, right? First ICO to be launched, right? And also help with Ethereum and found token sales, which is one of the initial processes of launching a token. Still has a day job. Okay, this guy is obviously very wealthy. What do you get from being super wealthy if you kind of have a minimalistic or minimalist state of mind? You just get a bunch of problems. I think this article, obviously, it's for me, and the reason why I wanted to talk about it was just that obviously we live in a time when a lot of people who are entrepreneurs who are online pushing this idea that quit your job and work for yourself and be your own boss. I think that what I found really cool about this is just that this is an example of someone who has been very innovative, right? Created a bunch of really cool things or ideas, has the money, but yet still has his regular job. I think for people who are starting a business, you have to understand that having your job is still very important, because you still need to be able to pay your bills. And secondly, the other thing I want to say is you don't have to quit your job, man. If you like your job, you should stay with your job, and you can still do many different things while still working. So I just thought that this was really cool for someone who's in the crypto space. Okay, Ken, if you blew it out, man, you cannot even count the numbers on your bank account anymore. What are you gonna do?
I love my job. I love working for the agency that I work with.
Right?
I'm pretty cool with my current contracting company, but I'm quitting.
Hey,
Sorry, y'all.
he's quitting.
Kenny Double O is quitting. And I'm just gonna spend more time with you guys doing exactly what we're doing here with the podcast.
Exactly.
Interviewing folks, sharing more knowledge. Definitely working on stack, building wealth for people,
Yeah.
and educating folks. That's a lot of projects that we have going,
Yeah,
and
we do.
there's just not enough time in the day for me to say I want to keep my day job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he loves his page, maybe his day job is programming and coming up with solutions like this. And my day job would be running the businesses that we have.
Well, here's the thing. When you have a business, right? When you quit your job and become an entrepreneur, this does not mean that you're no longer working. As a matter of fact, you will work way harder than you would
Longer.
if you were just at a regular 9 to 5, right? Because your business never stops. So, yeah, I agree with you there. It's just people like to work just in different spaces. And if you find a job that you enjoy, definitely. Listen,
Yep.
if I blow it out, man, if I can no longer read the numbers on my bank account, I'm moving my address to a strip club. that's, that's just a joke. I'm not doing that, but hey, it's in the cards, man. Now, some scribble analysis here. Okay, can you take it away?
Yeah. So as always, we're gonna start with Bitcoin, right? So
Right.
as you can see there, we have that trend line with that pink arrow pointing downwards, and that technical analysis. You might want to ask, what's behind that.
Mhm.
So the candles were below the 200 moving day average,
Right.
and we don't have that crossover. I think we have that crossover between that 8 day and that 20 day and the 200, which kind of signals that that specific asset was going to keep trending downwards. The TTM squeeze, the RSI, the MACD is all also pointing downwards, which is why we kind of guesstimated or forecasted
Right.
that specific this specific asset was going to keep going down, and
Absolutely.
it's exactly in point. So the question
Isn't
now is it going to bounce off that current specific point? Well, the current news about the big whales buying puts might be an interesting challenge, but it might just bounce off this current support level, or might continue to go down to 25,000.
Well, here's the interesting thing with that, right? If it should, whichever way it goes, I think that we have done enough technical analysis to kind of cover resistance and support levels, right? So we know that if it breaks down from this 30,000 price point here, it's likely that it might make it down to about 25.
Yes.
That's where the next support level is. If it holds here, then we know that we're going to be doing a bit of a reverse.
Channel for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Either rolling through the channel, or if we should break through that channel, then we're gone. But if it reverses, more than likely we'll stay in that channel there. Do you know back in the days when someone draws a line on the ground, it's like, this is the line, don't cross it. That's what I did to Bitcoin there. I drew that line. And so stay below that line. Ethereum also dropping. What do you say?
Yeah. So, oh man, this sucker right here has a lot of support and resistance level.
Right.
You just don't know what's gonna happen with Ethereum. I'm not sure if the news today with the co-founder selling his assets in crypto in Ethereum has anything to do with this move, but we kind of forecasted this was gonna happen anyway.
Right.
So it has reached that white line that we actually placed for it to occur.
Of course.
It actually crossed it just a tiny bit over the weekend. So right now we're still forecasting that it's going to keep going down, based on the support resistance level, the TTM squeeze, the RSI, all the different indicators. Now the question now is this: we need it to go and intersect the next support level to see if it's going to go up, which is that white line. Now I don't think that right now is not a bullish
Right.
point.
Right.
It might still go further down actually.
Absolutely.
But if it was at the intersecting point, then we can say maybe it's going to be bullish. But it's still far away from that intersecting point. So we're thinking it might still play a little sideways or downward trending for a while before it goes up.
Exactly.
That's what I see here.
Well, I think that again, that support level there at around, where is that? About 18 1822, if you will, or well, let's see. Let me see if I can get a more about 17. Let's just say 1800, right? Let's call it 1800. So that support level at around 1800 is where we forecasted it was going to go, as Kenny said. But I think if it breaks down from here, I think we could possibly see about 1685 to 1581, which is where we have our current support level.
Pop back up to mid or late August, which is where that line intersects.
Which one is that?
The red line,
over here.
Yeah.
Yes.
There or the next red.
Exactly. So it's interesting to see what happens. Now, one thing that you also pointed out that I thought was really interesting was the co-founder of Ethereum selling all of his crypto, or all of his Ethereum. I thought that would have had a bigger effect, than what it is right now. But I guess in it also tells you that there is a lot of volume. There's a lot of I guess purchases that have been made, which is holding the volume of Ethereum, or at least holding the price of Ethereum at this point. The reason I bring that up is because there is times when you talk to people and you're like, well, what if this big bird, like what if Elon Musk decides to dump all of his crypto on this day or that day? The idea is that there are so many people in it now that one person making a massive dump of their crypto will not affect the price as you might expect.
Yeah, but I still hope retail investors are not selling off and whales are just getting in, because we need more retail investors in the space so that they cannot manipulate the crypto markets just like they do the stocks.
Well, we're teaching people not to be paper hands. What did that guy on Stock Tweet say? Paper hands something? That was a funny one. Last but not least, before we wrap it up here, Cardano. We had a support level there at 115, and it seems to have blown past that, continuously falling. Where do you think this is going to stop?
Well, so we have that 200-day line coming up here,
right?
Which is about to cross. Is that your 20 or your 8-day? So it's crossing from the top down. So at this point, I don't know. So I will say we wait till August.
Of course.
But right now, it's still trending downwards.
Absolutely.
We need enough more time.
Yeah, Cardano has been, in some cases, the movement has been slightly disappointing. Now, I think that something needs to happen. Some sort of decoupling needs to happen, because really, these things all seem to be kind of matching each other yet again, right? Yes. Which is something that I thought we had kind of gotten away from.
Broken out of.
Yeah, but it seems to be happening again. So whenever these things decouple, I think that this is when we will really see everything really start to take its own stride, and that's going to be a great time. So markets
I think
go ahead.
The decoupling trend might actually decouple upwards as well, and then detach.
Exactly. So I agree with you on that one. Well, that will be it for the markets. Blood on the streets is what I'll say. Any final thoughts, okay, Kenny?
Hey, we're not financial investors. I have loaded today and over the weekend, and I continue to plan loading or buying the lows. As a matter of fact, everything that we're reading in the markets right now is showing proof that there is actually proof of work with this crypto technology, with this blockchain technology.
Right.
And the fact is that it's not fraudulent. It's not something out there to get your money. It's a new technology that is going to change the world. It's going to make money movement a lot much faster. And the federal agencies, both in the US and across the world, are looking for ways to regulate or control it. They're not saying that it's fraudulent. So if you're out there still believing that, oh, this is fake, well, good luck to you. But we do think that this is going to be bullish in the long term, and it's a good time to start getting in if you've missed out on the earlier opportunities.
Right. Well, here's my final thoughts, man. There's been research showing that there's a lot of single women out there in their upper 30s to mid 30s. A lot of these women are buying dogs. They're buying cats and things like that. What I'm saying is, my investment strategy in the traditional markets is I'm going to buy some wolf, because it seems like dog food is about to go up, man. There's about to be a purchasing of
pets. Why are you buying wolf?
Because so wolf is Petco, for those who do not know. Currently trading at $19, which is the lowest point it's ever been, right? And then the thing IPO'd at like $31 or something like that. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to whip it up here real quick so that everyone can see that modern day feminism is bringing us money.
WOF.
Oh, WOF. Here we go. All right, so the thing IPO'd about $31, went to an all-time low of 1784, is it? 1789,
Yeah.
somewhere there, right?
Yeah.
Came back up to about $28, and now we are back down again to about, we're currently trading at 1929, but it did make it down to 1821, right? After market, it did go up to 1945. So, and you know, for those who also know what a double head is, we are looking at a double head. If my tools will work here, there we go. A double bottom.
You know why it actually went down? I think we had a triple head. That's why it went down.
Let's see, where do you think?
So
I see one here. And
that's a double bottom that we have now, which means
that is a double bottom. Would you count this as a top?
Yeah.
Or
I
you
think it
go
went down
1,
after
2,
that.
3.
So that usually creates a downwards. So now when you have a double bottom, then it's going to go up.
It's gonna go back up. So, with that being said, okay, this combined.
No, don't go yet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Show Pets and Chewy and see how
Oh,
those are doing.
Chew. Actually, yes. Hang on. What is the ticker for Chewy? See the there it is. Oh, dude, what is going on with Chewy? Oh wait,
Chewy is down as well. So there's something going on in the pets.
In the pet industry.
Are they also getting COVID or what's going on here?
No, they're dropping down the price because now we're seeing that there are all these single individuals out here who are buying pets. So now that we know that these people are resorting to buying pets, okay, the price will be dropped so that all of us can get in. Now I would say that
can you check pets as well?
That candle there though, it's
yeah, that's quite bullish.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Actually consuming the reds. So
exactly.
It might come back up.
So
But
let's see. Is it Pet Med Express?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Ooh, lottie, $28 it is. We should have put it down there, dude. Well, that was in August of 2019. It's way too long. That was COVID, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So we have a solid support level here around that $28 price point.
Yep.
And
a good buy.
yeah, I would say so. I don't think, you know what I mean? I mean, worst case scenario, we might make it to 22, but I don't see
another
it.
reason why you will invest. Yeah,
Exactly.
look for opportunities like this. You know, you have to read a little bit more into the news. When you hear something come out, you're like, okay, what gets impacted? What industry? What does this mean to the markets? So based on that news that Shay just found out about, we are considering buying some pets-related assets.
Well, hopefully that was helpful to someone out there, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, Jay Von Brezen out.